All right, let's get this show on the road. I want to welcome everybody to the E-Estate webinar presentation for November 5th, Wednesday, guys. We have an incredible presentation lined up for you guys. And I want to make sure that everybody can hear me loud and clear. If you can hear me right now, can you please just go ahead and drop a 777 in the chat for me? Drop a 777 in the chat. There you go. I see the 777s coming in. You guys are absolutely phenomenal. I really appreciate you guys for doing that. Guys, my name is Anthony Deloach, and I'm excited to be your host for today because I get to present this absolutely phenomenal information to each and every one of you all today. Today, we're going to show you the fastest and the easiest way for you to get to passive cash flow in the real estate space. And I'm telling you guys, you're going to see that what I'm telling you is absolutely true once you see the information that's going to be presented to you. Now, I want to let you guys know right up front that I am not a financial advisor and I do not give financial advice, and nothing in this presentation should be considered any type of financial advice. But what I am going to do is give you all the information that you need so that you can make an educated decision for yourself if you're ready to participate in this new wave of wealth. So without further ado, I do want to go ahead and jump right into the information so we don't waste any time. So I'm going to get right into it. I want to introduce to some and present to others this incredible company and opportunity that's called E-Estate. This is a new era of digital real estate solutions. What this company is doing is ushering real estate into the new era in the best way possible. And they've come up with an incredible model that allows us to participate and actually get involved in this new era of real estate. So today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you the overview of E-Estate and let you know what the company is all about so you'll understand all of that. You're going to be able to understand the solution that it provides for those of you all who want to become investors and earn passive income, but you're also going to understand the solution that it provides for those of you all who want to take this thing to another level and actually participate as what we call a digital real estate agent. And that's something new that's being forged through this space. And guys, you have a unique opportunity to get ahead of a massive wave of success. Now, anytime that I do a presentation, I like to go over my story, tell you a little bit about myself. And the reason why I do that is because I want you to know why I'm qualified to be even presenting this information to you. See, guys, I'm not new to this space. I've been in this space, involved in the entrepreneurial network marketing or MLM, even if you want to call it that, right? Or passive income space for a long time. And I've been through a lot of things, I've experienced a lot of things, and I've had a lot of success. But what I want to tell you guys is that I got my start in this space over 20 years ago. And I had a good friend of mine, he's actually on the call right now. He introduced me and invited me out to look at some information. And so I said, okay, cool. I'll take a look at the information and see what it's all about. And when I got to that hotel meeting, right, because at that time we didn't have Zoom, I went to the hotel meeting. And when I went there, I was exposed to a concept. Now, I thought the concept was absolutely phenomenal. But here's what I also knew, right? I saw that the concept was phenomenal. But when I saw the lifestyle of the person that was presenting the information, that's where I was blown away because it was the first time that I was exposed to someone that was living what I call the passive income or the freedom lifestyle. This means that he had all the money that he needed to enjoy his time, and he had all the time that he needed to enjoy his money. And up until that point, I didn't have anyone that I knew that was living that type of lifestyle. And so I was very intrigued. And so I said, I got to look at this and see exactly what's going on. And I'm so glad that I did because it sent me on a quest or a journey to look at things financially, look at things through entrepreneurship that would help me take things to the next level. Right. And so that's what got exciting to me. Right. But I want to tell you guys that when through that journey of actually getting involved and seeing everything that was available out there, that I learned a lot of stuff. One of the things is I learned that most people didn't have access to the financial knowledge that they needed to really start to achieve financial success or even create wealth in their life. So one of the things I did was I joined the bank because I thought that was going to be the way that I was going to help people achieve financial independence. If I was going to learn, teach people about money, I need to get where the money was, right? And so, guys, I joined the bank and I climbed up that corporate ladder, even was able to become an associate vice president of a large bank here in the United States and had a lot of success, right? But when I climbed that corporate ladder, guys, what I realized is that there weren't too many people who were living that passive income lifestyle that I had saw so many years before. There weren't too many people doing that. As a matter of fact, I didn't see a lot of people who were smiling and happy and enjoying their life and their career. And so I said, this must not be the right way. My ladder must be leaning against the wrong wall. So that took me on another quest, another journey to look for the ways that I can help people achieve financial freedom and also do it myself. And guys, in a divine moment, a gentleman walked into the bank. I didn't even know what was happening at the time, but he walked into the bank and he said, hey, he had a large deposit and they came and got me as an executive. We had to do our due diligence on any super large deposits that came into the bank. And so I went in and I talked to the gentleman and I asked him, I said, well, where did the money come from? And he told me that he had sold some Bitcoin. Now, I want to tell you guys that blew me away because I had heard about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, but I didn't know what it was all about. In fact, when I was asking people about it, a lot of people told me that it was a scam, right? To run, stay away from it, don't touch it. That's what a lot of people told me. But I'm glad I didn't listen to those people. I went ahead and I did my own due diligence. I did my own research. And when I did that, I realized that Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, this stuff that I was looking at was the future of money. Right. And I said, wow, I need to learn as much as I can about this if this is where money is going. Now, I'll tell you guys, I'm going to show you why this information is so important that I'm sharing with you in my story in a few moments. But what happened, guys, is that there was another divine moment that happened for me where I actually saw a gentleman that I had did business with before post something on Facebook. And he said, you know what? He said, in our community, we're earning anywhere from $100 to $1,000 a day through this thing called cryptocurrency. And it was passive income. And I said, what? This is exactly what I have been looking for. So I didn't even say anything to him. I saw in a comment that he had posted his link back to somebody else's comment. So I said, let me grab his link and check this out. And I had like $70 of Bitcoin that I had left over from a trading venture that I had tried, right? And so I took that $70 and I got started with that. See, I knew that if I wanted to have some success, one of the first things that you have to do is get started. You can't be afraid to get started and to try something new if you want to have a different experience, if you want to have a new experience, right? And so I got started. And let me tell you what happened, guys. In less than 30 days, that $70 turned into over $7,000. Now I don't know about you. Let me do a check-in with you guys really quick. If you think $70 turning into 7,000 in 30 days is absolutely phenomenal, can you guys go ahead and drop a one in the chat for me? Drop some ones in the chat if you think that's phenomenal. See, I was blown away when I saw that happen because I had never seen something like that happen before. That had never happened for me through traditional finance or the traditional ways of doing money. So you know what I said? I need to go all the way in on this, right? I need to go all the way in and find out what this is all about. And guys, I'm not trying to impress anybody, but I'm trying to impress upon you the power of what we have our hands on. Guys, I went on to, in less than a year, I was able to retire that six-figure job at the bank. That's right. I was able to walk away from that job and tell them to give it back to somebody else who needed it. See, I had got myself to a point where I was making over $26,000 per week, right? And once again, not to impress anybody, but to impress upon you the power of what we have our hands on. Now, even though I've been able to make millions of dollars from this space, and even though I've been able to help other people make millions of dollars from this space, I want you guys to understand right now that what I'm going to show you today, I truly believe has more potential than anything else that I've ever participated in. I believe we're going to help more people achieve financial freedom. I think we're going to help more people earn passive income than ever before, and we're going to do it in a faster time than ever before. And the reason why I can say that so boldly is because now not only do we have cryptocurrency, which is the future of money, but we also have a way to earn passive income, which creates freedom. But we also have all of that backed by the world's largest real world asset, which is real estate. And if you know anything about real estate, then you understand it's been used to create, maintain, and maximize wealth for the longest time. And now you get to participate just like rich and wealthy people all over the world. So I want to jump in and I want to show you guys a video that's going to give you a good idea of the basic foundation of e-estate and what it's all about. So I want you to turn up the volume on your device to make sure you can hear what's being said in this video, but I'm going to play it. It's only about 1 minute and 30 seconds, but I think you're going to find this video very enlightening.
The future of real estate investment starts here. The real estate market is long overdue for change. High entry costs, low liquidity, bureaucracy, and hidden fees have made traditional property investment complex and inaccessible. E-estate is redefining the industry. Through EST, Estate Token, we enable seamless property ownership, investment, and income generation. Real assets are tokenized on the Binance Smart Chain, ensuring full transparency, security, and a stable source of income. Every asset undergoes AI-driven analysis, legal verification, and expert evaluation, guaranteeing capital protection. E-estate is not just a platform, it's the new standard in real estate investment.
Absolutely incredible. I love that video right there because it gives you a good idea what e-estate is all about. But I love the fact that they wrap this up with the fact that they say this is not just another platform, it's the new standard of real estate investment. And I want you guys really to get this right because this is ushering in a new standard of real estate investing, and this is going to change the way people participate in investing. This is going to open the doors for the average everyday person to now be able to get in on this space like never before, guys. And it's absolutely phenomenal that we have our hands on this, right? Now, let me ask you guys a question. They said this is the new standard of real estate invested. It's not just another platform. How many of you all have tried other platforms and other ways to try to earn some passive income out there, whether it be in crypto or in traditional finance or whatever? If you've tried something before, drop a 2 in the chat for me, right? I want to see how many people out there that are like me, because I know I've tried other platforms. I know that I've tried other things, right? Trying to earn some passive income, and they always didn't work out. A lot of them didn't work out the way that I expected them to work out, right? But what I love now is not only do we have a company, not only do we have a platform, but we're in the middle of an incredible market shift that's presenting a unique opportunity for us to be able to capitalize on this, all right? And so, guys, what I want to do really quick is to play another video that's going to give you even more proof of how powerful our opportunity is, right? So let's talk about this really quick. We have a video from our co-founder, Mike Hamilton, who is an absolutely phenomenal individual, but he's doing a walkthrough of one of the properties that is on our platform. And you're going to be able to see the type of properties that we have, because these are not just shabby properties that are located anywhere. These are prime properties that are in prime locations that are very profitable, okay? So I want you guys to understand that first and foremost. So I'm going to play this quick video from Mike Hamilton, and I once again turn up your device so you can hear what he's saying, but I believe you're going to find this video absolutely phenomenal as well.
All right, step inside. I'm about to show you one of the most impressive units in all of Miami. This is the 39th floor of Icon Brickell, the residential side of the W Hotel. And yes, it's as luxurious as it looks. 2 bedrooms, 2 full bathrooms, high ceilings, open layout, floor-to-ceiling windows with jaw-dropping views of both the bay and the skyline. Most people pay millions for this kind of lifestyle, but with e-estate, you don't need millions. You can invest any amount that fits your budget. Want to buy the entire unit? Go ahead. Prefer to own a small share? That works too. Either way, you'll earn just like everyone else based on your share, same system, same income model, total flexibility. This apartment is fully furnished, newly renovated, and ready for business. It's designed exclusively for short-term rental, like Airbnb or Booking. That means daily income, starting from day one. King-size beds, room for 4, and this is what you wake up to every morning. It's not just real estate, it's a lifestyle asset that pays you back. Everything here is optimized for comfort and cash flow. And the best part? You don't manage anything. We do it all for you. You just buy EST tokens and you start earning legally, transparently, worldwide. This is not a concept. It's happening right now. This is e-estate, the new way to own real estate.
Once again, that's another video that I absolutely love because he says, I want you guys to see what Mike Hamilton wraps that video up with. He says, this is not just real estate. This is the new way to own real estate, right? This is powerful right here. And I love that because once again, this is a new era of real estate that is upon us and we get to participate in this. Now, there's something else that Mike said in that video that really stands out for me because I've been able to talk to all types of individuals all over the world, but also I got to talk to all types of individuals while I was at the banking institution that I was employed with, right? And I would talk to people who were on the left side of money, which would be the poor and middle class people. But then I would talk to people who were on the right side of money, who were the rich and wealthy people of the world in our private client group and things like that. And here's what I determined, guys. And I found out that there's only one major difference between the two classes. And that difference is simply mindset, right? It's the way that they think, and more importantly, the way they think about money. See, I realized that the poor and middle class people of the world, what they think the purpose of money is to pay bills and get by, right? They was like, hey, look, if I could just go out, make enough money so I can pay these bills and get by, then I'm good. But then when I would look at the rich and wealthy people and have conversations with them, I would realize that they had a different purpose of money. They understood the purpose of money to make them more money, right? They was like, I want to put my money into assets and investments that are going to make me more money. And they were always looking for those things. And so I realized that they just think differently about money, which means that they take different actions, right? And so when I said, man, that means wealth is really truly just a mindset. And if you can have a mindset shift, then you can literally become wealthy. So that's why I started helping people have this mindset shift and helping people set themselves free. But here's what happened, guys. When I was at the bank and I was having these conversations, I didn't have anything to point them to because I realized that the bank's products and services were not set up to get people wealthy. I don't know. I don't know if you guys have realized that, but I realized that I was like, man, this is not where you're going to create wealth. But then I realized, right, that we need to find those opportunities to do that because the bank's products and services are set up to make the bank money. So the bank would use your money that you work hard for to go out and make a lot of money. Your money is really out there making somebody rich. And I'm just crazy enough to believe that if your money is going to make anybody rich, then it should be making you rich. How many of you all agree with me? Drop a 3 in the chat if you think your money should be making you rich if it's going to make anybody rich, right? And so here's what I say, guys. We got to look and identify opportunities that will allow us to put our money to work for us. And through this incredible shift in real estate and in our financial space that's happening because of this phenomenal technology that's created through tokenization, now we have something to participate in. Now, when I say tokenization, most people have heard the word before, but they don't really understand what it's all about. But I don't want you to worry about that because today I'm going to break it down and make it so you can understand it and make it so that you understand how you can participate as well. Now, before I get into the meat and potatoes of everything, I want to put this quote out from the Boston Consulting Group because they said that real estate tokenization is projected to become a $16 trillion market by 2030. Now, what exactly does that mean? That means that this is going to be a time where it's going to create millionaires and billionaires, and in this case, even trillionaires. Yes, I said trillionaire with a T. That's how phenomenal this shift is in this real estate space, right? And so, guys, I want you to pay close attention as I break down this information so that you can understand it. Now, a lot of people ask me, well, what is tokenization? Well, this is the simplest definition that I have found for real estate tokenization or tokenization in general. Tokenization is simply the process of turning a real world asset, like real estate in this case, into digital tokens on the blockchain. Now, what does that mean, right? That means that each token is going to represent a fraction of ownership in an asset. So in the case of real estate, instead of you needing thousands of dollars or sometimes even millions of dollars to buy an entire property, you can actually invest with smaller amounts and still earn a share of the profits. Which means that's like you owning a piece of a building, but everything is done digitally, securely, and easy to manage. So what has happened right now is that through tokenization, what they have done is they've made purchasing a prime property in a prime location just as easy as it is as purchasing a product on Amazon. That's right. You can own a share of a prime real estate property in a prime location just as easy as it is for you to purchase a product on Amazon. Now, even if you don't understand everything about tokenization, you don't understand all the ins and outs and all the details, if you think what I just said was revolutionary, then I want you guys to go ahead and drop a 4 in the chat for me. How many of you all think purchasing a prime property in real estate is as easy as purchasing a product on Amazon? That is what is phenomenal right now. That is the revolution that is at hand. So no longer are you hedged out or cut out of participating in the ways that people create wealth in the world. Now you're welcome to the party, right? And I love this technology because it's so inclusive and anybody can get involved in it. Now, it's not only this crazy guy, Anthony Deloach, that's talking about this on a consistent basis. There's other great financial minds that are going out and talking about this all the time. Let's take, for instance, Larry Fink, the CEO of BlackRock. Now, he said this back in 2022. He said, "We believe the tokenization of real world assets will revolutionize the financial system." Now, not only did he say that, he went ahead and took measures to put himself, his companies, his constituents, and his clients in position to be able to capitalize on this incredible market shift. And so now, if you go out and do your own research, you will see that BlackRock, his company, has funds that are totally tokenized, right? As a matter of fact, he's been quoted in saying that the entire stock market will be tokenized very soon, right? Now, here's the next thing I want to point out. Here's a phenomenal stat. Do you know that over 40%, 46% of high net worth individuals have tokenization in their portfolio already? Here's another stat that I want you guys to get though. Only 6% of all the other people in the world have tokenization in their portfolio. This means that you got to pay attention to what the rich and wealthy are doing because success leaves clues. If they're already preparing to capitalize on this, maybe you should be doing the same thing. And maybe you haven't done so as of yet because you don't know how. Well, after this call, that won't be the truth anymore because we're going to break it down and show you how you can actually participate in this new wave of wealth. Now, the company that's helping us do that is called eEstate. Now, to break eEstate down, it's a next generation platform that's designed to make real estate investments accessible, transparent, and secure for individuals worldwide. Now, how are they doing that? First, they're doing it through tokenized ownership, where they're able to lower the barrier of entry so that anybody can participate. For that Miami property that Mike Hamilton did the walkthrough of, you could get a share of that prime piece of real estate for only $10. That's right, for the same cost of that Starbucks run that you make in the morning, or for the cost of that Chick-fil-A meal for lunch that you may have, or you can actually own a share of a prime property in a prime location. That's phenomenal. But what I love about this is because you don't have to tie all of your funds up in one property. Now you can diversify your portfolio and you can be like me. I have 4 properties that are paying me passive income on a consistent basis from this incredible opportunity here. This is what's powerful here. So now you can have residential, commercial, or even development properties in your portfolio. I just think it's phenomenal that you get to build a real estate portfolio in general. Most people only own one type of real estate property, but now you can have multiple in your portfolio. Now, here's the other thing that I love, that the company is using blockchain and other technology to simplify the ownership process. So, through blockchain and top tier technology, what the company does is they allow you to come onto the platform, make a purchase of real estate, get access to your tokens that represent your share of ownership of a property, but also automatically execute a contract that's between you and the company for that property. So now you have duality of proof, right? So you have two forms of proof that show that you own a share of that property, but also on the back end, what they have implemented is a way for you to automatically get paid from your property every day. So you're not waiting for Joe Blow, who you don't know, to send you your dough, right? You're not having to send emails to follow up. Where is my money? You don't have to wait 3 to 4 months before they pay you out on your property. See, that happens with a lot of other opportunities in the real estate space. But now we have the greatest, the fastest, and the most effective way for you to participate and earn passive income from real estate. Okay. Now, here's the next thing that I love because of this platform. Now we have a global reach because this platform and this company doesn't just go look for properties that are in the United States or in one specific area. They're looking for properties around the globe, and they're looking for the best properties for us to be able to participate in. Now, the next thing I love is that the company is launched with a traditional real estate company out of Oregon that has over 50 years of experience. Now, this company is charged with going out to find those top tier real estate properties. They do all the analysis. They use all their top tier resources to really analyze their properties to make sure that they're profitable for us. But they take all that information and they present it in a way that the average everyday person can be able to decipher that information. And I love that. So we have those data driven insights that allow us to make better informed decisions, guys. So you don't have to become the expert. You can rely on the expert. You can leverage the experience of true experts to actually make your decisions in the real estate space. Now, the next thing I want to do is I want to talk about how eState compares to other fractional ownership platforms that are out there. Because eState is not the only platform or company that's doing this. eState is just the one that's doing it the best. Now, I know that once again, that's a bold statement, but I want to tell you guys why I believe that to be true. I'm going to show you the numbers because one thing that I believe is that men lie, women lie, but numbers don't, right? So if I show you the numbers, you're going to see that eState may have competitors, but they have no competition. All right. So let's go in and let's talk about this. The first platform that I'm going to talk about is Arrived Homes. Now, this is a fractional ownership platform that's shooting for 4 to 5% returns annually for their investors. Now, I'm not knocking that. I'm not saying that that's bad. What I'm just saying is that's not the best. Now, they're performing just up to par is what they said because in 2024, they produced a return of 4.81%, which is pretty cool. It's better than what you're going to get at your bank. But what I want you guys to understand is that this is not that attractive to the people who have participated in cryptocurrency and new age investing who have seen accelerated returns. Now, there's another platform that we're going to shift and talk about, which is called Ground Floor. And they offer fractional ownership of top tier, well, I wouldn't say top tier, of real estate properties. They're not as good as what eState offers, but they offer fractional ownership of real estate properties as well. Now, they're shooting for a return of 10% annually for their investors, right? Now, they've been doing pretty good with this, and this is typically what people are looking for on a long-term basis. 10% annually sounds pretty good. That's what long-term investors are looking for, and this allows them to be able to capitalize on the space. But here's what I want to tell you guys, that even though this is good, it's not the best. Now, one of the things that's been becoming popular because a lot of influencers and a lot of other people who are influential in the financial space are talking about it is real estate investment trusts. Now, I am a proponent of real estate investment trusts. I think they're phenomenal. And the Roots REIT is one that is gaining a lot of popularity now. And they're shooting for an annual return of anywhere from 12 to 15% per year. And in fact, in their last period, they produced a return for their investors of 12.4%. So they're performing right on target, right? But even though that is really good, let me tell you guys that it's no comparison to what eState has. Let me tell you something that's very innovative and very revolutionary in this space. eState has evaluated all the other platforms and the way that they are participating in the space, and they decided to do something different. They have developed their own two-phase income model. That's right, two phases. Somebody dropped the number 2 in the chat for me. I want to tell you guys that there's 2 phases to this income model, which is different than anything else that we're participating in or anything else you have out there. So the first phase is what we call the active or the aggressive phase, right? During this phase, you're going to get paid profits from your properties on a daily basis, Monday through Friday, for the first 18 months of ownership. That's right. For the first 18 months of ownership, you're getting paid daily profits Monday through Friday. All right, that's cool. What are we going to earn, Anthony? You're going to earn anywhere from 6 to 20% per month, depending on the property that you are invested in. Wow. This is incredible. When I saw this, I said, this is going to be a game changer. But I was very interested to see what was the long-term outlook on this, right? So they said, well, after the first 18 months, then you're going to enter what we call the passive phase, where you're going to earn 10% annually for the lifetime of the property. I said, hold on. So you mean to tell me now we're going to be attractive to the crypto investor who's used to accelerated returns, and we're also going to be attractive to the traditional real estate investor that's looking for legacy style long-term returns? Guys, we're going to get so rich. We have now created a win-win scenario. And here's what I say all the time, right? If you can find a win-win scenario in business, then you are going to become wealthy. It's absolutely inevitable. And that's exactly what we have right now. Now, I want to shift gears really quick because I want to go onto our platform and show you more of the properties that we have access to through eState. So if we go into the real estate here, let's go and show you these properties, all right? So here's one property that we have is that property that's in Miami that Mike Hamilton did the walkthrough of. This is an incredible property. I love it. I think this is amazing that we have access to this. I was actually in this building this past weekend in Miami. And let me tell you guys, the views from this building are amazing. This is a top tier property here, right? And we get to own a share of this property for just $10, guys. That blows me away every time that I say that. Now, there's some people who get in and they say, $10, Anthony, what is that really going to do for you? Well, I say it's not going to get you rich, but it is going to get you started. See, the problem with most people is that the start is what stops them. Woo, I want you guys to get that. Usually the start is what stops them. They may see incredible opportunities, but they are waiting to get started. So I want you guys to get this, right? Because this will blow you away. Now, look, well, what is this $10 going to do? It's going to give you more profit producing power. It's in Icon Brickell. This property is located in Icon Brickell. It's the residential side of the W Hotel. So look, this is going to give you more profit producing power. Let me tell you the profit producing power that you're going to have here, right? This profit producing power is going to allow you now to have your money working for you. So instead of you spending your money, this is what I tell people all the time. When you spend your money, all of that money comes to an end. That's why the last 3 letters of spend is END. That money comes to an end. But when you invest your money, you get to earn the rest, right? So when you get to earn the rest, this is absolutely phenomenal. So when you start with $10 in this property, it's going to allow you to earn on average 4 cents a day, 88 cents a month, or around $10.50 in a year. Now, let me ask you guys a quick question so I can bring this into perspective for you. If there was a bank that says, hey, if you put your money over here with us, in a year, your money will double. If you would go and put your money in that bank, right? If you would run over there to put your money in that bank, then go ahead and drop a 4 in the chat for me. Let me see who would run over there and put their money in a bank like that, right? I believe all of us would, right? I want to see what you guys will say, because if you lie to me about this, then you probably will lie to me about other stuff, right? So, but I want to tell you guys, most people would run to that bank. They will put their Crocs in sport mode and be like, hey, look, let me get over there ASAP. But let me tell you, there's no bank that's going to do this. Remember what I told you, banks, products, and services are not set up to get you wealthy. They're set up to make the bank money. So here's what I want to tell you. You got to find these assets and investments that allow you to have this profit producing power. that allow you to put your money to work for you. And this is where you're able to do this. Now, what's great about this is you don't have to stay at $10. You can come back, you can purchase a $10 share today, you can purchase a $10 share tomorrow. You can purchase a $10 share whenever you desire. Wow, right? So now you can now not only acquire assets, you can stack assets so you produce more passive income for yourself. That's amazing. That's absolutely amazing. But here's the next thing, guys. I want you guys to get this. This is so powerful here. You don't only have to put in $10, you can put in 100, or you could put in 1,000, or you could put in 10,000, or you could put in 100,000. And see, what I realized is that the rich and wealthy people of the world, they have no problem seeing this opportunity. The challenge is those who still thinking with the poor and middle class mindset. But I want you guys to put on your rich and wealthy thinking caps so you can see this opportunity for what it truly is. Now, this property in Miami is not the only property we have. We actually have a property that's an apartment in downtown Seattle, Washington, which is an incredible property as well. Very popular property here that we have. And you can get a share of this property for only $117. Right? So that's the minimum. Now you can put as much as you want in here, but the minimum is $117. Now that's going to produce a passive cash flow for you of about $12.53 a month. Now I don't know about you, but here's one of the things that I see, right? When I've had a lot of money flow through my bank account and none of it has produced profits like this. And I want you to start thinking about that right now. Out of all the money that you've had flow through your bank account in the last 5 to 10 years, how much money did it make you? Don't worry, I'll wait, right? I'm telling you guys, this is a unique opportunity for you right here. So, guys, this is $12.53 on average. These are projected returns, guys. These are not like, hey, we set this in stone, but these are projected returns. So this is about $149 in a year, right? But let's go ahead. Let's look at some other properties that we have. This is a property that's located in Arch Cape, Oregon. This is actually an oceanfront property that we get to participate in. It starts at a $480 for us to get a share of this property. And if you do that $480, it's going to produce a cash flow of over $56 per month for you, or over $672 in a year, which is incredible that we get to do this also. Another property that we have is this luxury villa that's located in Los Angeles, California. I love this one. I loved it so much that this was the first property that I actually purchased a share of, right? So when I got a share of this property, I was blown away. When they said it was $3,120, I said, cool, let me get that, right? But not only that, guys, I said, let me get this, and because now I get to own a share of a property in Bel Air, right? Because this property is located in Bel Air. But now it's producing a passive cash flow for me of over $400 per month, right? Now that's over $4,700 per year. This is incredible, guys. I know people who own real estate properties the traditional way, real estate investment properties that they rent out, and they're not earning this type of passive income from those properties. This is incredible, guys, that we're in position to be able to do this. Now, here's another property on our platform. This is a property located in Bali, Indonesia, and you see all this red tape, all this stuff here. This is just showing you that this property is totally sold out. You cannot purchase a share of this property right now. Now, this is what I call our proof of concept property. This property was on our platform when we launched in June, and in 4 months, this property totally sold out. People were so excited about it. See, the starting point for this one was $6,740, but it produced a cash flow of over $930 per month for you, or over $11,121 in a year. Now, we're talking really good right now, right? You see the power and the potential of this right now. Guys, I love this because there are tokenization platforms that have been around longer than estate, and they have yet to fully tokenize a property. And we've done it in just 4 months. It shows you that our company is doing things the right way. And we have some massive momentum that's happening right now. One more property I want to show to you. This is a commercial property located in Phoenix, Arizona. I have this in my portfolio as well. One of my favorite properties on our platform. It's $10,270 for you to get a share of this property. But once you get a share, it produces a passive cash flow of over $1,500 a month. And if I tell you guys a little secret, in my first 30 days of having a share of this property, it actually produced about $1,700 for me. Yes, about $1,700 in that first 30 days. And I'm excited about that. It performing better than projected. Now, this property produces about $18,200 in a year. And I believe that's going to be even better than those numbers as well, guys. Now, if you're a real estate investor, which I know some of you all are, then I want to tell you guys what's exciting about this is that our break even points on all of our properties are anywhere between 6 and 9 months. What? You mean I can break even on a property in 6 to 9 months? Yes, that's how powerful our stuff is. Not only that, guys, I'm going to tell you if you're an investor or you are a passive person or whoever you are, right? We have a strategy that we have mapped out where you can use this property and you can go from 10,500 to over $10,000 a month in a very short period of time without you having to refer anybody, recruit anybody, or even come up with any more money out of your pocket after you make your initial investment. How many of you all think $10,500 seed to $10,500 a month is absolutely incredible? If you think that's incredible, drop a five in the chat for me. Drop a five. It's amazing right here that we have something that's this powerful. Now, what I want to do is go back and I want to talk a little bit more about the platform so you guys have an understanding of this. Now, it's important to note that this company was launched by two other incredible companies, one being Eli Property, a traditional real estate company from out of Oregon with over 50 years of experience, and the other being the ARDR, which is the International Association of Real Digital Realtors, that is providing the standards and the education for this new property space that's being created by tokenization. Now, the CEO of our company is Brandon Stevenson, an absolutely phenomenal individual who's very passionate about seeing this company go to hundreds of properties, billions of dollars of revenue, but also helping hundreds of thousands of people actually earn passive income from the real estate space, right? Now, the next gentleman that I want to talk about is Mike Hamilton, who's the head of Eli Property, and he is the one that has his boots on the ground out there looking at different real estate properties so that we'll have phenomenal properties that we're able to participate in. So that is our partnership triangle there. The partnership triangle of success is what I call it, all right? Now, let me tell you how easy it is for you to get started. If you're ready to get started, all you have to do is get the link from the person who invited you. Once you get their link, all you have to do is go ahead and enroll for your free account and do your KYC. That's called Know Your Customer, something required for financial institutions, right? And so once you do your KYC, which is simply uploading your ID and doing a video selfie to prove that you're a real person and that you are who you say you are, then you can actually browse the properties on the eEstate platform and you can find the one that meets your risk appetite, the capital that you have available, and also the type of passive income that you want to earn. Now, once you find the property that actually meets all of those requirements for yourself, then you can decide to go ahead and make a purchase of a share of that property, whether it be $10 or whether it be 10,000, it doesn't matter, right? You decide which share of property that you want to get. And what's so powerful is that it's easy to go ahead and make that purchase because all you have to do is fund your account. Now you fund your account with cryptocurrency, but we have 32 different tokens in which you can fund your account with. Whether you want to fund it with Bitcoin, which most people are familiar with, or if it's Ethereum, Litecoin, Dogecoin, XRP, USDT, USDC, Solana, or even Trump coin, you can actually fund your account with that. Now, once you fund your account, all you have to do is make a purchase of the share of the property that you desire, and then you can sit back and relax. And you know why? Because in 24 hours or the next business day, you're going to start earning passive income from the property share that you have purchased. That's how simple and easy it is. It's nothing complex. It's nothing complicated, guys. This is simplicity of ownership in real estate, which I think is absolutely phenomenal. Now, let me talk about some other things with the company. So it's important for you to note that this company is registered in Panama. Now, the reason why they registered in Panama is very strategic. They understand that in Panama, if you have a business, all the revenue that you generate outside of Panama, you don't pay taxes on, right? So that allows them to pass on those savings to us in the form of higher profits from our properties. So I really like the fact that they strategically did that as well. Now, coming next year, I think by second quarter, they're going to be opening another office that's going to be in Dubai, which is going to expand the company's footprint, which is going to be incredible as well. Now, the other thing that I want you guys to know is that KYC is definitely necessary. I know I get messages from some people who are trying to get around that, but KYC is necessary. You do have to do those things to participate in this platform. All right. Now, the next thing that I want to tell you is that we have to tell you that markets are going to fluctuate. But I think you guys already know that. You've seen the real estate market fluctuate, go up and down. You've seen the crypto market fluctuate, go up and down. Bitcoin just dropped under $100,000 yesterday, right? We were all like, what in the world? What happened with that? It had just hit 126,000 just a few weeks ago, right? So I want to tell you guys that the market is going to go up and down. But let me tell you this. I can tell you that, and I have to say that past performance does not guarantee future results. But here's what's powerful, guys. Our token is based on the Binance Smart Chain, but our token is not subject to market volatility because our token is a proof of asset token, right? So it just proves that you have ownership in a real estate asset. Each token is represents $10 of value in a real estate property, which means that our token is backed by real world assets. Now, it's not volatile like all these other tokens, the meme coins, and all the things you see floating around out there. So, what I want to tell you guys is that even during the market downturn that I just mentioned in cryptocurrency market, all of our property owners on the eState platform were able to still earn consistent passive income. Their income did not stop at all, right? And I want to prove that to you. If you own a share of a property on the eState platform, and during this market downturn, if you've been paid consistently, just like you're supposed to, over and over again, can you guys do me a favor and drop a 6 in the chat for me? Drop some 6s in the chat for me. Show the people. As a matter of fact, not me, because I know I'm getting paid on a consistent basis, but show the people that they are getting paid consistently, right? There you go. You guys see the 6s that are coming in. That lets you know that we have something absolutely unique over here that you could participate in, right? So guys, I've shown you some phenomenal information. And I want you to know that the ball is in your court right now when it comes to passive income. If you've never found a genuine, legit way for you to earn passive income, or it's more specifically passive income through real estate, now you have that, right? But you have to make the decision if you're going to take this information and allow it to change your situation, right? So, because this information will change your situation, but only after implementation, all right? So if you get this information and you do nothing with it, it will do nothing for you. But if you do something with it, if you apply this information to your life, it could cause an absolute revolution in your life, in your finances. So that's what we know. So we're asking everybody. Here's one thing that I like to let people know, right? We're here to tell you about this, right? And what's exciting is that we're going to earn passive income regardless if you join us or not, right? So we're not here trying to convince or persuade anybody. I don't do that. I never do that. We don't need any one individual to make this happen. It's already happening, guys. This wave is happening with or without you, me, or anybody else. The thing is, do you want to participate? Do you want to be one of the people who benefit from this new wave of wealth? You have to make that decision for yourself, right? Now, if you see this as a phenomenal way to earn passive income, then you're going to be excited about this, right? We have a new opportunity that's available to each and every one of you for you to participate in the real estate space, right? I'm telling you, this right here is phenomenal because now you have a market that's wide open. You can become a digital real estate agent. You don't have all the legalities. You don't have all the bureaucracy. You don't have all the tests and licensing procedures that you have to go through to be a traditional real estate agent. You can actually get started over here, and it's very simple. Now, a digital real estate agent simply connects buyers to the tokenized properties on the eState platform. And when someone takes advantage of a property, then you're going to be rewarded. Now, when you become a digital real estate agent, you're going to be put in position that you're going to understand blockchain, tokenization, and online property markets probably better than anyone in your network or your community. But also, guys, let me tell you this. You don't have to worry about going into somebody's office, sitting at somebody's desk, and dialing for dollars trying to drum up some business. You don't have to worry about going out touring homes with a whole bunch of people. You don't have to bog down your time with all of that. What you can do is simply use this thing, what we call a smartphone, and turn this smartphone into a money phone. How many of you all want your phone to be a money phone? Right? If you're ready to turn your smartphone into a money phone, drop a 7 in the chat for me. How many of you all are ready to do that? Well, we're going to show you exactly how to do that, guys. Now, because this is an unlimited opportunity, you get to earn unlimited income as well. And I'm going to show you how that works. See, in order for you to become a digital real estate agent, you do have to have a license subscription, but it's not in the traditional way. Through the ARDR, you're going to get your license, but let me tell you guys this, it's only $9 for you to pay for your first month of licensing. And it's $9 a month after that if you want to do that, right? But here's the thing, guys. If you want to pay for the whole year, you could do so. You get a little bit of a discount. You only have to pay $90 for the whole year if you want to do that. Now, after you do that, you do have to do an online application. It's very short, straight to the point. But then you have to sign an agreement with the company. And once you do that and you're approved by the company, you're going to get full access to the properties on the eEstate platform, and you'll be able to share those with your personal landing page and all the tools that are available for you so you can start making money with us from day one. Now, when I said money, you're probably saying, well, what type of money we're going to make, Anthony? Look, if you're ready for me to show you the money, right? I want you to put money in the chat. If you're ready for me to show you the money that can be created as a digital real estate agent, then drop some dollar signs, some dollar bags, or put money in the chat, right? There you go. I want to see it. There you go. I love the money, right? But there's 4 different streams of income that you can earn from being a digital real estate agent. So we have deal commission, profit commission, agent bonuses, and e-token rewards. All right. Let me show you how this breaks down. So as a digital real estate agent, you're going to be able to earn deal commission just like a traditional real estate agent, right? So when you introduce people to this platform and they decide to make a purchase of a share of a property, so if they start with $1,000 purchase, then you're going to make 6% right up front, right? So you're going to make 6%. That means you'll make $60. If they start with $10,000, we have several people that are coming in, taking advantage of our commercial property. So when they come in and do that, you're going to make $600 right up front. It's paid immediately to your wallet as soon as they make the purchase. You don't have to wait for a closing or anything like that. That's why this is better than traditional real estate to me, right? Now, here's the next thing, guys. If they come in with $100,000, you're going to make $6,000 off of that right up front, paid out to your wallet. But you're going to be blown away by this. From day one, you're able to act just like a real estate broker. What do I mean by that? From day one, you can enroll other agents into your organization and you can be compensated for the deals that they close as well. How does that work? On your levels 2 through 5, you're going to earn 2% on all the deals that are closed on those levels. On your levels 6 through 8, you're going to earn 1% on all the deals that are closed on those levels. That's absolutely amazing. And if that wasn't good enough, guys, you also earn profit commission because all of our properties pay out passive income. So what the company does is, since you're the one that referred them, they give you the opportunity to earn some passive profit commissions. So that means that you're going to earn a matching percentage of all the passive income being paid out of 5 levels of your organization. Now you get access to this once you hit agent level 4, which just means that you have over $25,000 of qualified volume or turnover in your organization. So that means on your level 1, you're going to earn a 5% matching commission of all the passive income being paid out on a daily basis. So if that's $1,000, you earn $50 a day. If that's $10,000, you earn $500 a day. Even if you get to the point where it's $100,000 being paid out every day, then you see what I'm talking about. That would be $5,000 per day. Absolutely phenomenal, right? But on your levels 2 and 3, you're going to earn 2% on those levels. And then on your levels 4 and 5, you're going to earn 1% on those levels. 5 levels of passive profit commission that you'll be able to make from this platform. Now, this company also has set up different milestones, so they call it agent levels that you can achieve. And each time you achieve a level, you're going to get some bonuses from the company. Now, what I like to point out is in order for you to achieve these levels and these turnover, it can be from purchases that you make yourself as a digital real estate agent. It can be purchases that are made by the clients that you refer, or it can be purchases that are made by the agents or the clients that your agents refer. So those are the ways that you actually do this. So once you get to $500 of turnover, you're going to be an agent level one and you'll get 100 e tokens from the company. Now, these e tokens will give you the opportunity to spend our money wheel. And every time you spend our money wheel, you're able to earn up to, win. Let me say that right. You're able to win up to $1,000 every spin. This has been a phenomenal source of income for me as well. Now, to get to agent level two, there's $3,000 of turnover. Once again, this could be from one purchase yourself to get you to agent level two. My wife personally did this when my wife actually started with e-estate. We got her that first property there, and when she did that, she actually became agent level two. Right? So agent level two, you're getting 150 e-tokens and you're getting $30 cash bonus from the company, right? Now, once you get to $10,000 of turnover in your organization, then that's going to be you hitting agent level three. You're going to get a $250 e-token, 250 e-tokens from the company and a $100 bonus. Now, here's the first major level, which is going to be agent level four with $25,000 of turnover, and you're going to get a 500 e-token bonus, but you're also going to get a $250 cash bonus that you can withdraw in crypto from the company. That's what I love about this company. Now, these levels go all the way up to agent level 10, where you've brought in $1 million of volume, qualified volume within your organization. Now, when you get to that level, then you're going to get 10,000 e-tokens from the company, and you're also going to get a $10,000 cash bonus, which you can withdraw in crypto the same day. That is very powerful. We have one of our esteemed agents that are on the call right now that he is very close to hitting that agent level 10. That's Crypto Mason, or we know him as Martin McLean. He is absolutely phenomenal, and he's doing some phenomenal things forging the way with this. But here's what I want you guys to understand. Once you get to this agent level 10, it doesn't stop there, right? You get to continue to maximize from this because they let you keep that agent level 10 designation. But what they do is they allow you to they reset this table so you can earn all of these bonuses over again. Guys, this is over $20,000 of bonuses. So every time that you go through this, you're going to earn another $20,000 of bonuses every time you go through this table. That's phenomenal, guys. I haven't seen anything this lucrative before, right? Now, let me show you how the revenue share system breaks down. So your personal investments, as I was just mentioning, they actually count 100% towards your turnover. So it's dollar for dollar. Everything you personally invest is going to count towards your turnover. So when your first level investments, those are going to count 80% towards your turnover. So that's for every $10, 8 will be counted towards your turnover, right? That's phenomenal there as well. Second level is 40%. Third level is 20%. Fourth level is 10%. And from the fifth level to the eighth level, 5% of all the turnover that's created on those levels are going to be counted towards your organizational volume. And somebody asked me a long time ago, why did they have it set up this way? And I want to tell you because I've evaluated plenty of compensation plans. The reason why this is set up this way is for sustainability. A lot of companies don't take this into account, and that's why you see a lot of companies that come and they go so fast. They were over leveraged and they were paying out way too much, and it looked good up front, but it wasn't sustainable for the long run. But I'm glad that we have some leaders and we have some company owners that have developed an incredible compensation plan that will be lucrative for us for a very long time. And this is absolutely exciting. So guys, look, that's my information. I want to put the ball back in your court again really quick, right? And I want to leave you guys with something really quick. I know I threw a lot of information at you. It may seem like a lot to digest, but I want you to try to understand all of it up front because you don't have to. Here's the mindset that I want you to have, right? Don't think about all that you need to know. Think about what you need to get in and make it go. See, that's what I did. I didn't understand everything up front, but when I knew it, so I'm gonna figure out how to get in and make it go, and I can learn everything else along the way, right? We have a lot of different things that are set up so that you can capitalize on that. We have agent accelerators we host every other week to get you more familiar, to help you create success here. We have videos. I have personal videos that I've done to help train you on the things of this company. And if you just sit down and pay attention to those things, you can learn everything that we have. See, this is an opportunity where you can earn where you learn. You earn while you learn, right? So that's powerful. Now, let me leave you with this. I heard from one of my virtual mentors a long time ago, Eric Thomas. He said, you can have the opportunity of a lifetime, but it means absolutely nothing if you don't take advantage of it during the lifetime of the opportunity. And I want to tell you guys that doesn't mean that e-estate is going anywhere. But there's a window of opportunity right now for you to get involved, get in front of a massive wealth shift that's happening. That window of opportunity won't be open forever. Now you could be in one, you could be in front of it and be glad that it happened, or you could be on the back end of it and wonder what happened. You have to make that decision. Other thing that I want to leave you with, I have a mentor, he told me, he said, Anthony, do you know that most people don't create phenomenal success in their life financially because of that? It's not because of a lie that was told to them. They don't create that phenomenal success financially that they want because of a truth that they refuse to accept. And I thought to myself, I said, why are they refusing to accept the truth? And it's because of mindset, guys. A lot of people are still thinking with the poor and middle class mindset. And here's what a poor mindset is, POOR. You have a mindset that causes you to pass over opportunities repeatedly, right? And you have to make a shift to think like rich and wealthy people. Because on the rich and wealthy side, let me tell you guys this, they think with a different acronym, which is NOW, which means no opportunity wasted. So they're looking, they're seeking opportunities that allow them to put their money to work for them. They're anticipating their money working for them, right? So hopefully this has been exciting for you. Let me tell you guys another secret. Money talks, but wealth whispers. If you're wondering why you haven't heard this broadcasted all over everywhere, it's because anybody will talk to you about money, but there's only a few people in the world who are really out there sharing information about wealth. And now, today, you've been introduced to that information. All right, guys. So this is phenomenal. If you see this is a phenomenal opportunity for yourself or even someone that's around you, can you guys go ahead and drop 777 in the chat for me? Drop 777 in the chat. I want to see you guys love. I want to see what you got. There you go. I see the 777s coming in. You guys are absolutely phenomenal. I really appreciate each and every one of you. I really count it a privilege and a joy to do this presentation every day. It is an honor for me to do this presentation every day. As a matter of fact, guys, if I'll be honest with you, I do this presentation about 7 times a day. All right. And I want you guys to understand that. And the reason why I'm doing it this way, the reason why I'm going so hard, because I truly believe this is going to cause a revolution in so many people's lives. As a matter of fact, what I want to do right now is I want to be a blessing to somebody else. See, I'm blessed to be a blessing, right? And so I always try to be a blessing to somebody else. So I'm going to ask a question really quick. If you're brand new to this opportunity, or if you haven't purchased your first share of a property on our platform, then I want you to do me a favor right now and drop a 1 in the chat for me. Drop a 1 in the chat. If you're brand new or you have not purchased your first share of a property on our platform, drop a 1 in the chat, right? There you go. I see some ones coming in. We have 2 right now. Let me give you guys just a few seconds. If you're brand new, we're using the honor system over here. All of us, we're totally honest about everything that we do, right? So if you are brand new, drop a 1 in the chat there for me. We have 2 people going once, going twice. Let me see. We got 3 people. 3 people. Awesome. So here's what we're going to do. We got 3 people who dropped 1s in the chat here. I'm gonna bless one of you all with a share of a property, our property in Miami, right? I'm gonna actually send the funds to your account for you to pay for your share of that property in Miami. One of you all. Now, the way that we're gonna do this is I'm gonna ask a question from the presentation. All right. So I'm going to ask a question from the presentation, and the first person who drops the correct answer in the chat is going to be the winner today. All right. So I want you guys to get your trigger fingers ready for me. Get ready to drop this information in the chat. So I'm going to ask you guys a really quick question. I'm going to make it really easy for you. Who's going to be the first one to tell me What's the minimum to get started with a property on our platform? Trading Pro. Awesome. Trading Pro, you were the first one to drop that in there. It is $10 minimum for you to get started with a property in our platform. So that is absolutely phenomenal. Thank you for paying attention. Thank you for participating in that. So Trading Pro, you are the winner for today. Let me ask you a quick question though, Trading Pro. We're going to need to know your name also, but the other thing is who invited you onto the call today, Trading Pro? Who invited you on the call? Frank, man, Frank is absolutely rocking this thing. All right. I talked to Frank for a while yesterday. We had a great conversation. Let me tell you guys, I'm excited about what Frank is forging in this space. He's a leader that not only talks action, he puts up action, right? And he's making things happen. Frank has somebody on every single one of our calls. He shows up to almost every single call and he's putting up numbers right now. And if he's just scratching the surface of what his potential is. So I want to give a big shout out to Frank there. You are in great hands with Frank, right? But Trading Pro, have you already enrolled with the e-estate or you have to do that? Let me know. Have you already enrolled with the e-estate or you are waiting to do that? Not yet. All right, cool. So get with Frank. Frank is going to give you his link if he hasn't done so as of yet. He's going to give you his link so you can go ahead and set up your free account. Once you get everything set up, and Frank will walk you through that. Once you get everything set up, then have Frank tell Frank. I don't know if Frank is still on. Yeah, Frank, I see Frank on. Frank, send me his email address. Send me his email address once he's enrolled, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pay for a $50 share of that Miami property for Trading Pro. Right? We're going to make he's going to be get his first tokenized real estate property on our platform, and he's going to start earning passive income from that as soon as the next business day. So guys, I'm excited about this. Thank you so much. There you go. Awesome. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys being on. I love being a blessing to other people, and this is absolutely phenomenal here, guys. So, guys, I want to tell you. Let me make some announcements really quick while I have some of you all on here. We're not only doing virtual events, we're doing live events as well, sharing this opportunity with people around the world. Caroline is my name. Very nice to meet you, Caroline. I look forward to working with you. So phenomenal that you're on, and I really appreciate you for being on, right? But we're doing live events. So coming up in a little over, well, in about a week or so, a little over a week now. Not this coming up Saturday, but the Saturday after, we're doing a live event on November 15th in Raleigh, North Carolina. Now, this is almost to full capacity, but I want to invite you guys out to the event, right? I want to invite you guys out. If you're in the Raleigh area or if you can make it to the Raleigh area, come out. These are phenomenal events which help people position themselves and let people get a better experience about this. And so this is phenomenal. If you can make it, be in the building on the 15th, I would love to see you guys there, right? Now, here's the next thing, guys. I we have another event that's coming up that's going to be in Miami, right? So we have another event that's happening in Miami. That's next year, January 31st of 2026. This is the E-Estate Miami Summit, which is going to be amazing as well. We got people coming from all over the globe to this one. We only have 100 spots though, guys. We have 100 spots. So if you want to be in the building, go ahead and get your ticket ASAP before they sell out. I promise you they will sell out before the end of the year. They're going to sell out before the end of the year. Make sure that you get your ticket ASAP so that you can be in the building for the Miami Summit as well. It's going to be absolutely incredible. And we even putting together some stuff. We may do a yacht party for some of the VIP people. So if you've never been on a yacht, or if you love being on yachts like I do, you might want to be there for that as well, right? Also, one other thing, we're going to have a holiday gathering. That's also going to be in the Raleigh, North Carolina area. It's going to be a holiday gathering where we're going to have food and festivities and we're going to join in together, which is going to be amazing as well. I love getting together with the people involved in e-estate and sharing this information with other people as well. So that information will be going out very soon for the holiday gathering as well. So if you guys want to participate in that and come enjoy the festivities, then that's going to be available as well. So guys, I want to thank you all for being on here once again. You guys are absolutely amazing, and I love helping people around the world. And as I say always, I love and care about each and every one of you, and I definitely want to see all of you win. So until the next presentation, I hope you guys have an absolutely phenomenal day, and I look forward to working with you. Until then, we are out. You guys be blessed.